Students, one more thing I just wanted to share with you in my submission to all of you. This is the first time I am presenting this lecture in the audio form. Earlier, you have watched my videos. Now, it is very beneficial to you. You must concentrate only on the listening of it. Obviously, you just watch this PPT, PowerPoint, but you must concentrate on the listening of it. Then you can understand better this particular chapter. Because the whole accounting is standing on this accounting standard. So it is my request as well as my submission. You must listen it carefully because it will be very beneficial to all of you for future. Good morning, students. Now, in the previous class, we become familiar with the generally accepted accounting principles, in which you learn what are the accounting principles, and that was concepts and conventions. Now, as you know, the accounting is a language to convey the information regarding the business activities in the form of the financial statement, which make aware about the progress of business activities to the business. But what information being provided by the accounting, that is more important. As one business is applying the government and generally accepted accounting principle, which gives the or permits a large number of alternative treatments to the business for the same transaction. Means some businesses may treat it otherwise and some businesses may treat it in otherwise. That is the alternatives are available. So different enterprises applies the different accounting policies for the same transaction. And in that case, and the consequence of that, the financial statement become inconsistent and uncomparable. So it becomes very important to standardize that accounting. As you know, the accounting is an information system and its main aim is to provide financial information to stakeholders. Number of stakeholders are there, and they are management, investors, creditors, government, etc. And that information is provided through a set of financial statement, or that is called final account, that is profit and loss account and balance sheet. And that set of financial statement of enterprise should present a true and fair view of its operating result and financial position. True and fair view has not been defined either in Indian Companies Act 2013 or in any other statute. But as per section 129 of the Companies Act 2013, the financial statement, now in the 2013 new statement of an enterprise should depict true and fair view of its operating result at the end of the year. Over a period of time, the financial statements are prepared from books of accounts and other records maintained by the enterprise. A number of generally accepted accounting principles in the form of concepts and conventions have been developed and accepted to bring comparability and uniformity It is very important word. Uniformity means all the businesses must comply with the same accounting principle for the transactions. That is called uniformity. Otherwise, if the businesses are not applying that concept and conventions, their results, that is financial statement, will depict the several views of that particular transaction or the same transaction. Means they adopt the other policies regarding the calculating policies, recording policies. So it will not give the true and fair view of every business. What difficulty is there in the gap in the generally accepted accounting principle? Because it permits a large number of alternatives. It gives a lot of alternatives to the business enterprises, but to treat the same transaction, different business enterprise may adopt different policies for the same transaction. In view of these factors, it is to harmonize and standardize these different accounting policies and alternatives. One standard being framed to maintain the books of accounts and to present the financial statement. Certain standards must be followed for preparing the financial statement or final account, so that financial statement provided to the users present a fair picture of position and progress of the enterprise. So in this particular chapter, which you are watching, understanding of accounting standard, that is your chapter name is Accounting Standard and IFRS, that is International Financial Reporting Standard. Then what is accounting standard? What we will discuss in it? The agenda of discussion is introduction of accounting standard, objectives of accounting standard, and types of accounting standard we will study in it. As introduction, it can be defined as accounting standard are the policy document issued by the recognized expert accountancy body relating to various aspects of measurement, treatment and disclosure of accounting transactions and events. So that the body is the government body, written document issued by the government or regulatory body. Regulatory body here means Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in India. It is issued by the ICAI on 21st April 1977. Was initiated by Kumar Mangal. Also initiated by chairperson of NACAS, that is National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standard. What are the objectives of it? The objective of presenting or making this accounting standard is to standardize the diverse accounting policies. There are so many policies are adopted by the businesses, and there is no prevention over the adoption of policies. The business enterprises may make their own policies which may differ from the business to business in the same business activities for the same transaction. So in order to advise them to maintain the standard for the policies, whatever the policies are, their accounting policies, every business is advised, every business is under the obligation to maintain that standard. That is the purpose of accounting standard. And second, the objective is add the reliability to the financial statement. The reliability is very important thing, because the businesses or the business enterprises plays a vital role in the economy of the country. So it is expected by the government as well as the common people. So whatever financial statement is presented by the business enterprises should be reliable one. That reliability to the financial statement, once one is following the standard, accounting standard, all the accounting principles, that is reliable statement. Eradicate baffling variation in treatment of accounting aspects. So many aspects, accounting aspects are there. So there should not be any variation. Facilitate inter-firm and intra-firm comparison. Facilitate inter-firm means within the firm. Whatever transactions are there, that should be facilitated by, that is facilitated by the accounting standard. Mean one can check it, and wherever error or wrong can correct it. And intra-firm comparison. Inter-firm comparison here means from the one year to the another year. Suppose in previous year some other policies were adopted, and the next year some other policies were adopted. So that comparison is not so reliable. Likewise, intra-firm, एक दूसरी firm से, the another firm is there, the financial statement can be compared. Now the accounting standards in different nations. In India, 32 accounting standards as international accounting standard under the NACAS. As per international, there are 41 accounting standards called as International Financial Reporting Standard, that is called IFRS. It is adopted by 8 countries in the world. 70 to 80 countries planning to adhere IFRS. Clause 50 added to the listing agreement mandatory. Evolution and types of accounting standards. Accounting standard in 1979 and 295 there was only 15 standards. Accounting standard 1 to accounting standard 15. As earlier I have actually already explained that accounting standard was introduced in 1977. At that period there was few accounting standards. Then gradually the accounting standard was increased by the authorities, by the board of accounting standard. In 1979 to 95 there was 15. From 2000 to 2007, so many more accounting standards were introduced. That was accounting standard 16 to accounting standard 29. And latter part of 2007, or you can say in 2007 it started taking place. It come into the existence in 2010, and then there was standard. The standard was framed accounting standard 30 to accounting standard 32. Accounting standard in India. On 21st April 1977, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India constituted accounting standard. Accounting Standard Board, that is usually known as ASB. ASB, Accounting Standard Board, with a view to harmonize accounting policies and practices used in India. The main function of ASB is to formulate the standard after taking into consideration the applicable laws, law of the country, customs, usage and business environment. ASB will study on all these things such as law, custom and usages and business environment of the country. The Accounting Standard Board is constituted in such a manner that it would give adequate representation to all interested parties. So many organizations are there such as RBI, this SEBI, the different companies, CEOs of several different companies, they all are the members of it. The political members are also there. All interested parties, and thereby ensures participation of all concerned in the formulation of standard. But it is framed finally by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And formulation of standard and their implementation as a first task to explain nature and scope of standard and procedure. The ASB issued the first document in January 1979, which is known as Preface to the Statement of Accounting Standard. So, the standard was accounting standard was introduced in 1977, but principally, but practically or actually, it was implemented in 1979, and the very first thing, the preface was written, that is preface to the Statement of Accounting Standard. Now, nature or characteristics of accounting standard. As it is given, accounting standard prescribes a model code or yardstick or benchmark of accounting policies and practices for guidance of the accounting. How? It lays down the norms of accounting policies and practices by way of codes. In certain laws are there, some clauses are there, to direct as to how the transaction, it guides to the accountants how to the transactions and events should be dealt with an accounts and disclosed in financial statement or final accounts. Second, accounting standard eliminate or remove the effect of several or various accounting policies and practices so that financial statement of different firms become comparable. What does it mean? It removes the effects of diverse accounting policy. As so many business enterprises are there, they may decide to adopt the different policies for the same transactions, so their final statement will vary. The same business activity, same transaction, the same country, the same year, but the effect is not matching. There is variance in the effect. So diverse accounting policy is to be removed by it and practices so that financial statement or final account of different enterprise become comparable. उसको आप compare कर सकते हो. Now third is accounting standard provides the most suitable accounting method to solve one or more accounting problem. There are so many problems are there while accounting. Accounting standard, proper accounting standard is there. It gives a guide. It guides to the business, it guides to the accountants how to write, how to deal with the particular transaction. In order to be acceptable, it is necessary that accounting standards should command greatest possible credibility among the different groups using financial statement. So the problem can be removed. It provides information to the users. Now next is accounting standards clearly communicate to the users of the financial information the basis as on which financial statement have been prepared. The several users are there, as you are already aware about it: internal users, external users, proprietor, owner, shareholder. So many users are there. They all are seekers of accounting information and they wanted to know the final result of the account. So that accounting being made or prepared according to accounting standard, it communicates to the users regarding the financial information, and this helps in making judgment for the further growth of the business to the owner or to the proprietor. Now next is accounting standards limit the scope of discretion by the accountants in presenting financial information through profit and loss account and balance sheet. What is the meaning of it? Standard draws boundaries within which acceptable conduct should lie. एक बाउंड्री बनाती है और जो उस स्टैंडर्ड को आपको एक्सेप्ट करना हो. In other words, they provide generally accepted accounting principles and procedures as pronounced by professionally competent organization. Professionally competent organization is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Time to time, it gives several principles as well as the accounting standard. According to the situation of the country, according to the practices of the country, according to the business environment and the laws of the country, the government time to time amends the laws, changes the laws, changes the provisions, some laws being removed, some laws being added. So accordingly, that accounting standard, that effect on the accounting practices and the accounting standard is made according to that one. In other words, accounting standard limit the area within which accountant has to function. वो उनको लिमिट करता है. दे कैन नॉट क्रॉस द बॉर्डर ऑफ दैट अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड. वो जो स्टैंडर्ड बनाया गया है उसके बाहर वो नहीं जा पाएंगे. मीन दे कैन नॉट record, they cannot deal with the transaction as they wish. They have to follow the principles and accounting standard. Likewise, accounting standard suggest rules and criteria for accounting measurement. Its formulation is a vital step in developing accounting within the bounds of rationality and general acceptance. Classification of accounting standard, it is very easy. We can classify the standards into following categories. That is policy standards, that is accounting policies, which deals with the simple concepts and conventions, as you have already gone through. Standard which deals with the format of financial statement as prescribed in companies. What format the company will adopt? The financial statement format is there. How it is presented in the vertical format or in the horizontal format. The balance sheet should be in the vertical or horizontal. Nowadays, as per Companies Act 2013, which you will study later, the financial statement is presented in the vertical format. Likewise, which format will be adopted by insurance companies as given in the Insurance Companies Act, Banking Companies Act, and so on. That prescribes the format to present it. Standards which deals with the measurement of financial events. Significance of accounting standard: easy intra-firm and inter-firm comparability, reliability and credibility, true and fair view of financial position, improve the quality of financial reporting, reduction in alternative accounting practices, that is efficiency of management, value of accounting information. Efficiency of management here means it makes efficient to the management to take proper decision and quick decision on the basis of accounting or financial statement presented. So there is no confusion, and the management can take without any confusion, they can take any decision in the favor of and the interest of the business. Value of accounting information, useful to accountants and auditors. Accountants are aware about the maintenance of account, applying the principles and accounting standards. Auditors are so much aware about it. While auditing the accounts, they must check it, which accounting standard being followed or not, the norms, all norms have been followed or not. Means that accounting is presenting the harmony and uniformity or not. It can be checked easily. क्योंकि एक स्टैंडर्ड आपके सामने है, उस स्टैंडर्ड पर आप उसको चेक कर लेते हो, ये फॉलो कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं. इफ देयर इज नो स्टैंडर्ड, यू कैन नॉट चेक इट. रिडक्शन ऑफ मैनिपुलेशन एंड फ्रॉड्स, कम कर देगा वो. रिजॉल्विंग कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एंड फाइनेंशियल इंटरेस्ट. Now next is advantages or usefulness of accounting standard. One if a business unit is or business enterprise is applying the accounting standard, following the accounting standard which is mandatory to follow, what advantage the business will get from it, how it is useful. The very first, uniformity and comparability. Uniformity and comparability. Accounting standards make the financial statement of different enterprise of the same enterprise for different accounting standards comparable. Mean it make financial statement, two firms are there, two companies are there of the same enterprise, one can compare it. They bring the uniformity of assumptions. Whatever assumptions, rules, mean considered conventions are there, there should be uniformity. Mean every business must apply the same concepts and conventions. Rules and policies adopted in the preparation of financial statements or final accounts. And thus they ensure the consistency and comparability of profitability, financial position and future prospect of enterprise. This is the very first advantage, uniformity. Mean all the rules, all the usage, assumptions must be uniform to all business units. It can compare with the other business unit or enterprise. Second, reliability. The various parties, mean the stakeholders such as investors, management self, creditors, employees, government, etc., who are interested in the accounting information, because they have vested interest in that one. It is therefore necessary that financial statement depict a true and fair view of the operating result. Means business operation is there, business जो चलाया गया पूरे साल, like business activities, what is the ultimate result of it? Obviously ultimate result is the profit and financial position of enterprise, as well as the business status, financial statement, financial position, the stability of economic system. The stability of economic system, जो business की economic system है, that should be stable. एक stability होनी चाहिए, and that depends upon the confidence that users groups have in the fairness and reliability. उसमें confidence तभी आएगा जब उसमें reliability होगी. ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट ऑन विच दे रिलाई, जिसमें विश्वास करते हो वो रिलायबल होना चाहिए. इफ दैट इज ट्रू एंड फेयर व्यू, नथिंग इज मैनिपुलेटेड, ऑल थिंग्स आर फुल्ली डिस्क्लोज्ड, ऑनेस्टली डिस्क्लोज्ड. द फंक्शन ऑफ accounting standard to create this general sense of confidence by providing a standard framework within which financial statement can be prepared. Third is the settlement of dispute. While accounting, there are some disputes, some conflicts may arise. Every business units or the stakeholders having their financial interest among the various groups who are very much interested in the financial statement, they may have the different views. So it is but obvious the conflict or dispute arise, such as shareholders and creditors may have opposite interests in assessing the profitability and net worth of an enterprise. Accounting standards are helpful in resolving such a conflict or dispute because financial statements are prepared on the basis of accounting standards and that is acceptable by all groups. So it settles the dispute. Next is the helpful to auditors. Auditors mean who checks the accounting of the business enterprise, an auditor is the chartered accountant who checks the client's accounting. The business enterprise is the client of that one, that chartered accountant. So it helps to the auditor to deal with their clients. It is so because accounting standards should be followed in the preparation of financial statement. And now you are aware about it. The financial statement, while preparing financial statement, one should follow the all accounting principles as well as the standard. In case accounting standards are not followed by the client to whom these are applicable, यानी कि जिसको ये अप्लाई करना है वो फॉलो नहीं किया है, then it is also the duty of auditor, उसके चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट की ड्यूटी है mention this point and try to follow it, try to force them to comply it. That is the auditors. So auditor become no while checking the after checking the accounting. The auditor will mention points of his audit report. As a result, auditor will be free from various penal, the penalty is there, penal provisions under the Indian Companies Act 2013. And last is the restriction on fraud and manipulation. Adoption of accounting standards in the preparation of financial statement has restricted the chances of manipulation, fraud, errors, insufficient disclosure, meaningfully disclosed, or the use of inappropriate accounting policies. Now, today we become familiar with the accounting standard, classification, significance, types of accounting standard. Now it is enough for today. Next we will study, next we will become aware about the different accounting standard applied in India. That list of accounting standard we will discuss one by one, which is not in your syllabus or which is in your syllabus. Both little bit or both in the narrative way we will discuss it on it. Now it is enough for today. Thank you. Have a good day.